Yo, what is up guys? It is Royal Stoners here, and welcome back to another storytime video. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. If y'all got anything to smoke on out there, smoke up right now. Light up your bowl, pipe, GB, fucking bong. Or if you're smoking on a joint or blunt, that's dope as fuck too. Let me know down in the comments how fat that bitch is, bro. I just smoked my last little bit of weed. We reached 71 subscribers, guys. Let's keep on going, bro. I have a feeling we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I just know it, man. You guys are supporting the videos so well. I love the support, guys. I appreciate it so much. Like, it makes me so happy to see you guys enjoy the videos. Well, guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a drug I was prescribed for a minute there, and my experience I had with it at school. Nobody really knows about this drug, actually, or that it can make you trip fucking balls like Benadryl. This drug is extremely similar to how Benadryl felt, but this drug felt like 100 times better. Like, it was amazing. I know you guys are waiting for the name of this drug. I've built up so much tension. It's called Bentyl, or dicyclomine. Now, the reason I was prescribed this drug is because I have some serious stomach issues, guys. I have IBS and stomach ulcers and shit. So, in a span of 1 to 2 years, I was going through all kinds of different meds, stomach medicines, Prolisac, fucking, you know what I'm talking about if y'all got stomach issues. I'm gonna light up my cigarette, boys. Well, after 1 to 2 years of going through all different types of medicines, we landed on this one called Bentyl, or dicyclomine. Of course, it never helped my stomach, but one grateful night, I was creeping through my kitchen. I was fiending, bro. Pretty sure I didn't even have a cigarette, but I wanted to get high so bad. I was looking in the medicine cabinet, and I found this bottle of blue pills, and it said Bentyl 20 milligrams. Now, when I read that, a little sound went off in my head, like a little ringing bell, like a ding, and a light bulb went above my head, and I was like, oh shit, that sounds like something good. Now, I looked these pills up online, and I did a lot of research. I went to, like, Reddit. I'm pretty sure I went to Shroomery and shit. And I read up a lot about them, and it said it can get you high as fuck. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to take, like, 5 of these shits. That would be, like, 100 milligrams. And I would trip fucking balls. Now, of course, I was extremely fucking excited. I wouldn't be surprised if I jumped up in excitement. Now, I ran back to my room with the bottle of pills, and I was like, okay, now I decide if I want to take these now or at school. Oh, and also there's only about like 20, maybe a little bit more pills in the bottle, and I decided I was going to take these bitches at school so that I could maybe share them with the homies or brag that I'm super fucked up, you know. As soon as I decided that, I quickly put the pills away under my bed. I was like, yes, now it's time to rest in peace knowing I have drugs. I hopped in the bed, I got under my sheets, and I was waiting like a kid on Christmas, bro. I fell asleep fast, surprisingly, and the next day came quick. When my grandma woke me up for school that day, I was like, fuck yeah, time to go to school and get high as shit. Now, I got ready, I put on my uniform, I took the pill bottle out from under my bed, I opened that bitch up, and I popped me like 3 of these bitches. After that, I went and ate breakfast. I'm pretty sure I had like a Pop-Tart or something. After eating, I headed outside. My grandma took me to school. At this time, I was still going to a Catholic school, so if they caught me being fucked up, I'd probably get crucified like Jesus. Like, I'd probably get nailed to a goddamn cross. And on the car ride to school, I started feeling a little weird. Like, it wasn't strong, it wasn't anything intense, but I was a little heavy. And I brushed that shit off. And as soon as we pull up, I get out and I go inside the school. I walk through the doors, feeling confident as fuck and happy as shit. And I go sit at the tables in the cafeteria. My friend Nathan is there, by the way, and a lot of my other friends are there. I'll mention their names in a minute here. But he comes up to me, and he sits beside me. And I'm pretty sure he said something funny. I don't really remember what it was, but I started laughing. And our other friends were going to call Nathaniel and Jackson come up. I've talked about Jackson in another story time before. I think it was the time I took 4 Norcos. And I talked about him in another story too. But I don't really remember right now. Well, we were all sitting at the tables chatting. And I tell them about the pills. And how I took them and how I'm starting to feel a little high. And they were like, oh shit bro, what are they? And I explained to them what they are. Me and Jackson have tripped on Benadryl before at my house. I'm going to tell that story another day. But Jackson, I tell Jackson like, oh, it's just like Benadryl. And he's like, oh, okay, okay. And Nathaniel's never done Benadryl, so he doesn't really know. I pull out the bottle to show them, and you know my terrible luck, the bell rings, and it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer time. And yes, we had to do this at this school. If anyone out there went to a private school, you know the fucking struggle. Well, I put the pills up as fast as possible. We all stand up, do the pledge and prayer, and after that we head to our first period, which was nothing that day. Usually we do history, but she was tired and didn't feel like teaching, I guess. If y'all out there have ever had a homeroom teacher like this before, let me know down in the comments, because that shit is fire as fuck. They're usually the chillest teachers. But usually the chillest teachers, they'll get the maddest out of any teacher, you know what I mean? Like when they finally do get mad, you know? I don't really remember what I did in this class that much because I was so high and tired, but I do remember taking 2 more of the Bentyls, and I put my head down in that class and slept. Class went by fast as fuck, and we ended up having to go to second period. Now, second period was English, and that shit was boring as hell. I remember not being able to stay awake at this point. My whole body felt amazing. I had so much euphoria, and it was like Benadryl. I kept on hearing voices, songs, people that were talking to me that weren't there. And I was laying my head down on my desk, and I felt this jolt like somebody had just pushed me or something, and I shot up. It was like I fell off a cliff or something, and I shot my head up and looked around, and my friends Nathan, Jackson, and Nathaniel were looking at me all concerned, and I just looked at them and sat my head back down. Class went by really fast too, and after second period my friends had to wake me up, and it was time for snack break. Now, snack breaks be fire as hell, bro. Like, I usually would get these sausage corn dogs on a stick, and you gotta pay for them. You gotta pay for all the snacks at snack time, but they were so good with syrup. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Well, I walk out of the class into the cafeteria. This school was not big at all. Every class led into the cafeteria, and there was no halls. But I walk into the cafeteria and immediately head to the bathroom because I wasn't hungry. And I had my pills in my pocket, right? And this info is gonna come in handy in a minute. All my friends joined me behind me. When I was in there chilling, they came up to me and were like, "Hey, bro, let me see those pills." I'm pretty sure it was Jackson who said that. He was like, "Let me see the pills, man. I'm gonna take one." And I pull them out of my pocket and hand them to them, and Jackson darts to the stall and locks the door. I start freaking out because I'm a fucking fiend and straight junkie. I go, "Hey, bro, give me those back or I'm a fucking snitch." Obviously, I wasn't gonna fucking snitch, but I was super angry. I was saying everything in my power to get them back. I was like, "If you don't give me those back, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass for taking my pills." And Nathaniel goes, "Yeah, well, fucking hit me then." I don't do shit because I was out of my mind, and there was 2 people there. And Jackson is standing over the toilet. At this point, the bathroom stall was open because I told him to open it or I was gonna fucking break it down. And he's telling me he's gonna flush them because I have a fucking problem. And I'm like, "Bro, it's my own body. Let me do whatever the fuck I want. It's my body. Like, you can't just do this." And they were in the right, okay? They were being really good friends there. I appreciate them for that. But if they would have flushed them, I would have probably killed them. After we argued for a good like 10 minutes, the teacher, our homeroom teacher, comes and knocks on the fucking bathroom door and is like, "Why are y'all taking so long in there?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just taking a shit." Well, we didn't say shit, but we're using the bathroom. And they give me the pills back because they're scared now. And I walk out of the bathroom. I'm pissed off. And I go to the table in the cafeteria, one of the tables, and I sit beside Nathan and I tell him what happened. And he was like, "Man, they were tripping. They can't just take your shit like that." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, shit's wild." And somehow that day I got through every single class without being fucking noticed. No teacher knew of anything. Like, they didn't know I was high or anything. I played that shit off so well. I always do that. But anyways, after school the bell rings. We ran out of class to carpool. I'm sitting in carpool with my friends. Nathaniel and Jackson are like on the other side. They don't even want to talk to me because they're mad. Me and Nathan are talking, and he has to come home with me this day because he came home with me every single day at school. But I get my name called to my car. I get my name called, and I start heading to my car. Nathan follows me, and we go home. And I'm pretty sure I got in trouble that night because I took 5 more pills and tripped the fuck out, and my grandma caught me. If y'all want to hear that story, by the way, let me know down in the comments. I'll definitely make a story time on that too. If you enjoyed this video, guys, leave a thumbs up, man. Subscribe. Join the Royal Stoners Army. We always are growing up every single day, you know. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Peace.